Welcome to the Boat Galley podcast. I'm Carolyn Shearlock, here with tips, reviews, and how-tos for your cruising adventure. The Boat Galley podcast is sponsored by Sail Caribbean, the premier teenage adventure camp in the British Virgin Islands. Sail Caribbean fosters self-confidence, leadership, and personal growth through sailing, scuba, community service, and marine biology adventures. Empower your teen with an extraordinary Caribbean experience. Use coupon code BOATGALLEY to receive 10% off tuition. Slow down, slow down. How do I know if I'll like cruising? Over the years, I've met a number of people who are on land and wistfully staring out at boats at anchor or on a mooring ball or even at docks. When they learn that we live on our boat full-time and cruise, the questions come quickly. How does it work? How do we get mail? Where did we go? What do we do about hurricanes? Do you have to be rich? And then there's the biggie. How did you know you'd like it? There is no 100% foolproof way to find out if you'll like living aboard a boat and cruising before you're out there and doing it. But there are a number of ways to see if the reality is even remotely like your dream. Just the fact that you're eyeing the boats means that there is a certain attraction. Before buying a boat, though, take a little time to learn more. You're likely to save a lot in the long run as you learn what suits you best, or that the whole concept really isn't a good fit. Let's start with what do you enjoy? Living on a boat means spending more time outdoors. The indoor living space is small, but brings you right into the great outdoors. If you like outdoor activities, camping, canoeing, hiking, swimming, and so on, you're more likely to enjoy cruising. Are you just drawn to the water? Do you like doing things that are just a little bit different? I don't know that boats really take more maintenance and repair than a house. But you have to be able to do more of it yourself than on land, as you simply may be in a place where there is no one to hire. A bit of mechanical aptitude goes a long way, but even just a willingness to tackle something new is an asset. Boat shows. If you've never been on a cruising-sized boat, going to one of the big boat shows can give you a feel for what the living space on a boat is like. You'll be able to go aboard many different boats in a range of sizes and from different manufacturers. Don't flip when you see the prices of boats and equipment at the shows. Used boats are available in almost every price range, and many of the boats displayed are actually larger than what most people cruise. Going to the shows is simply an easy way to go aboard a whole bunch of boats in a relatively short period of time and see what they're like. Going to some of the introductory seminars will also let you see a bit about the life. There are literally hundreds of boat and outdoor shows across the country. Look for ones that emphasize cruising boats, sail, or power, and that have seminars on cruising, not just fishing. For the U.S., most of these will be on the East, West, Gulf, or Great Lakes coasts. As a general rule, shows that are RV and boat shows tend towards fishing boats and pontoons, not cruising boats, and they're not going to have what you are hoping to look at. Major U.S. boat shows are held every year in Newport, Rhode Island, Annapolis, Maryland, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Miami, San Francisco, California, and Chicago, as well as Passage Maker Magazine's Trawler Fests held around the country featuring power boats. There are many smaller shows, too. Chartering is one of the best ways to get a best of cruising experience. A week-long charter with a captain is not cheap, but it's a great way to experience the life and can save you a considerable sum in the long run if you decide you just don't like the lifestyle. And if you do like it, you'll have a much better grasp of what you do and don't like on a boat. With a crew charter, you don't need to know anything about boating. There'll be a captain and a cook who take care of all the logistics. Usually, they're very willing to explain the workings of the boat and what they're doing. If you have some boating experience, you can also do what's called a bareboat charter with no captain. Different companies require different skills, with some simply requiring you to fill out a form with your background and others requiring certifications. With many, you can also hire a captain for the first day or two, then go it alone if the captain feels you have the skills to do so safely. Dave and I did 2 crude charters and 3 bareboat charters before we made the decision to buy our own boat. All were wonderful vacations in addition to giving us a glimpse into the lifestyle. Admittedly, a charter isn't really like being on your own boat, and I don't want to mislead anyone. Planning your own route, watching the weather, buying provisions, and handling any problems that arise all add to the complexity. But a charter or two will give a different glimpse of the life than classes and reading. There are hundreds, maybe thousands, of charter companies all over the world, ranging from single boat owner-operators to large corporations with many locations. Some only charter a whole boat, while others charter by the cabin. While I can't quite go so far as to say there's a charter for every budget, there are a wide range of prices. Large sail and powerboat charter companies include the Moorings, Sunsail, and Dream Yacht Charters. Boat shows are also a great place to connect with charter companies, and they usually offer discounts if you book them. Next are classes. Numerous classes exist to give you basic and advanced skills both for sailing and powerboating. Many can be done in a live-aboard environment and range from very casual try-boating days at a nearby boating club or marina to extremely formal classes with extensive certifications. They can also vary widely in cost, depending on the certifications and what's included. The more casual ones are great for seeing if you like a particular type of boating, but instructors can vary greatly in their expertise and ability to teach. More formal ones generally have good teachers and use proven teaching methods, but some people find them intimidating in how much material is covered how quickly. Different schools do things on different timetables, so if you're concerned about this, look for slower-paced programs. Look for instructors who are patient and give plenty of hands-on time to each student. A small class size is a real plus. If you are brand new to boating, an introductory class for either sailboats or trawlers is another way to see what it's like before going any further. The 2 most well-known schools in the U.S. are the American Sailing Association and Colgate Offshore Sailing School. Both offer programs in the Caribbean also. I don't know of any comparable school network for powerboat and trawler skills, although there are many local classes offered by licensed captains. Additionally, quite a few ASA schools do offer power classes. Reading blogs and watching videos can also help. No 2 people's cruising experiences are going to be the same, but reading blogs by others who are out there can give you a better feel for the day-to-day life of a cruiser. Do the great days and fun destinations inspire you? Or do the bad days and repairs tell you to run for the hills? Do you say, I could do that? You'll also find some vlogs out there, basically video blogs. The Distant Shores TV show is also a good visual glimpse into the cruising life, both the wonders and the maintenance. Regardless of your age, budget, number of people, from just yourself to a spouse and several kids or even groups of friends, the part of the world you're in and the type of boat, thinking of working as you're cruising or not, you're likely to find several blogs and vlogs that sound like what you're thinking of. The bottom line: you don't have to be on a boat before you could walk in order to be a cruiser. You don't have to be a multimillionaire. You don't even have to do it full-time. We know plenty of people who are part-timers or weekenders. You certainly don't have to do it forever. We know many people who take a 1 or 2 year sabbatical cruise, or cruise for a while and then move on to other things. Like most things in life, you can cruise in your own style. Dave and I love living aboard and cruising. We really missed it when we sold our first boat and moved ashore. After 7 years, we bought another boat and started it up again. At the same time, I also realize it's not the life for everyone. The resources here will help you figure out if it's for you. Until next time. Thanks for listening. If you like the show, please be sure to subscribe in your podcast app. Just search for the Boat Galley Podcast. And reviews are always appreciated. Until next time, then.
Slow down, slow